Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another WWE Fantasy Log. I am, as always, James Phoenix. Joining me is John.
Hello.
And Jeff.
What's up?
Just a preemptive note. We're dealing with this on Saturday. Anyway.
Poor Jim.
We are here to talk about SmackDown tonight, specifically the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view for some reason, Money in the Bank.
And 2 words. I've got 2 words to describe this pay-per-view. Oy vey.
I've got 2 words to describe this pay-per-view. Dusty finish. Anyway.
More than one.
Hence why I said describe the pay-per-view, not a particular event at the pay-per-view.
Fair enough.
Thank you for ruining the joke. Anyway. Because it's a pay-per-view, there's no news. We're not doing any pre-crap. We're just going to score. So,
Indeed.
Let's go take a look at what we have going on.
Pre-show. We're
going to do the pre-show. Hang on a minute. I don't want you care. You're not getting any points in the fucking pre-show.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the current scores. As soon as I cue the thing up. I want that one. Okay. Too many windows. All right. So as you can see from the scores at home, folks, in the center column, Team Extreme is still in a nice, comfortable lead at 54-97. Followed almost 1,000 points behind. Actually, a little bit more than 1,000 points behind. By the certified Balor Club that may be getting a rename next week.
I'm pretty sure Enzo is still going to be the certified G.
Pretty sure Enzo's going to get destroyed. I'm sorry, but with all due respect to a member of one of your tag teams, Enzo has no discernible wrestling ability.
This is true.
He talks a great game, but the extent of his wrestling ability is I'm going to try to avoid shots and jump off things, which, granted, that's also Jeff Hardy's wrestling style, but Jeff Hardy's actually good at it.
That's pretty much what I said from the moment he debuted on the main roster. Or, well, actually, from the moment I saw him in NXT, because I did see him in NXT. I was like, really? This guy is basically Scotty Too Hottie with no skill. I'm like, what the hell?
See, that might actually work. I would pay money to see Enzo Amore do the worm.
True. Yeah, but Scotty Too Hottie could actually wrestle. They just never really let him wrestle.
True.
Now, Brian Christopher, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad when Scotty Too Hottie is the talent of the team.
Well, in all fairness, Brian Christopher had a 50-50 shot. He was either going to get his father's wrestling skill or his father's everything else.
Yeah, we know which one he got.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of my point. And trailing behind in third place at 40-68 is the Team Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. At least Brian Christopher got his father's penchant for jumping off shit.
He jumped off of one thing to do one move. He was not exactly a high flyer.
Well, no, but his finishing move was the diving fist.
His finishing move was a pile driver until they made him stop doing it.
No.
The diving fist was a signature at best until WWE decided we don't want anybody but Undertaker and Kane doing pile drivers because they hurt people, and then he was using the diving fist.
You mean after the late great Owen Hart nearly draws Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Precisely.
Yes, I am continue to use that as a verb, to draws.
Why not? Okay. I apologize if there's wind. I'm going to turn my air on because it's kind of hot here too.
Yep. Yeah, he has air. I have fans. It is warm around the country.
Kind of.
It is summer.
Yeah, that happens. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the leaderboards. As you can see, still in the lead is the current Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, at 428. Followed closely by the United States champion and new face of America, Kevin Owens. Following him is the Cruiserweight champion and king of the Cruiserweights, Neville at 376. Followed by the WWE champion, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal at 359. Followed by Samoa Joe, the #1 contender to the Universal title at 349. A-Double Austin Aries holding in there at 331 at number 7. Followed by TJP at 319. One half of the Raw Tag Champs, Cesaro at 316. Followed by Akira Tozawa at 314, the evident #1 contender to the Cruiserweight title. And rounding out the top 10, tied with Akira Tozawa, is Seth freaking Rollins, also at 314. The two just barely by 2 points edging out Finn Balor.
Well, A-Double is about to go down several ranks because, as we're about to find out on Saturday, he's going bye-bye for a little while. Because he's hurt.
He's a little bit hurt. A little bit. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw this into proper alphabetical order.
Indeed.
And we're going to awards and points.
Award away.
Let me, give me just one moment. I seem to have inadvertently closed the recap. It's right down here. Give me one sec. Scroll, you piece of shit. What the fucking scroll? God damn it. Whoa. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Next. And Money in the Bank results. All right. Per usual, our results come from Raja.com. Thank you to Eric Lynch of Raja.com for these results. It is always appreciated. So Money in the Bank 2017 came to us from the Scott Trade Center in the hometown of Randy Orton, St. Louis, Missouri. The pre-show panel was Renee Young, Sam Roberts, and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T.
King Booker.
Now, dog. Anyway, we get some match hype. Relevant things happened on the pre-show. The Usos appeared in the social media lounge and fielded some questions. And in the answer to one of these questions, they teased the idea of facing the Hardys at some point. Hardys trade to SmackDown?
That would be interesting. I don't know why they would do that with the New Day there now.
Usos to Raw?
That seems more feasible.
Fair enough. So that's promo to the Usos. We'll upload that. That's 180 for for Jay, and 157 for Jimmy.
So I would say if they're gonna do that, I would rather see Usos as face Usos, just because I think the match would be more interesting if it's high flyers versus high flyers.
Okay.
Because I think with their current wrestling style as heels, I feel the Usos would unnecessarily slow the match down, and it wouldn't be that interesting.
Fair enough.
I take it you don't agree.
It might. What to say? That's not split hairs here. The Hardys can mat wrestle when need be.
They can. I didn't say they couldn't. I just said I felt the match would be more interesting at that faster pace. When you have the Usos jumping off shit, you have Jeff jumping off shit. It'd be fun.
And that is why you are the exact worst kind of person, according to Drew Gulak.
Yeah, well, my Mustafa Ali beat the fuck out of him this week, so he can shut up. Suck it, bitch. But we'll get to that on Saturday.
Quite. So, following the social media lounge, we did have a pre-show match. The reunited Hype Bros taking on the Colognes. And to the shock of nobody, the Hype Bros pretty much cleaned house and squarely won the match with minimal effort. So, sucks to be the Colognes. They're going to get jack fuck. The Colognes are going to get 8 points each for showing up on a pay-per-view. That's what they're going to get. Epico, I need 8. Let's see, that'd be 3, and that's going to be 75 for Epico. And Primo, it's be 5, so it's going to be 73. Somebody needs to call. They need to call Carlito bad. Just saying.
Somebody call Carlito.
Yeah, pretty much. Meanwhile, the Hype Bros won the match handily. Specifically, I believe, I don't believe there was a tag. No, so Mojo Rawley was the legal man during the victory there, which I believe he traditionally is off of the Hype Rider. So we will do Zack Ryder first. Well, they're pretty dead even because both men had 4 moves. So we'll start off with Zack Ryder, who is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 5 for he's going to get 8 for competing. And it's going to put him at 23, and he has 4 moves. It's going to be 27 points to Zack Ryder. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
In this video, proof of Jeff's age, ladies and gentlemen. Also, completely unrelated note, by the way, that show available now on DVD from Shout Factory.
From Shout Factory?
They release all kinds of old shows on DVDs. It's like their thing.
Fair enough.
Or did you not notice 20 years worth of Power Rangers?
It's not that old. Not as old as that show.
No, but they release a lot of old shit on there. It's their thing.
Fair enough.
They buy the rights to old shows that nobody in the network, TV network industry cares about anymore, and they put them on DVD and Blu-ray. And
well, obviously, people in the industry do still care about Power Rangers because it's, 26 years and going strong.
Strong might be too strong of a word. It's still going, and there's certainly still an audience for it, but strong... Yeah.
Fair enough.
Related note, random shout out to the good people over at Lionsgate. I received my early copy of the Power Rangers movie Blu-ray today. That'll be being reviewed through Ranger Vision. Check out rangervision.com if you're a Ranger fan. In the meantime, Mojo Rawley is going to get himself 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match. He's going to get himself another 8 for competing in said matches, 38 points. And he's going to get himself 4 points for moves, is 42 points to Mojo Rawley.
Damn.
How about that?
Hype is real.
Totally. 56, and then what did I say? 40?
42?
Yeah. So that will be 66, and the 40 would be 106 for Mojo Rawley. Bam.
Put the 1 point behind Nia Jax.
It does. All right. So we're going to roll on into Money in the Bank proper.
Indeed.
I'm going to open ourselves up with the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Travesty.
And given that it is just barely June, the ability to put divas in a ladder match better damn well be in 2K18.
Damn Skippy Hippie.
Stop shouting.
I'm not shouting.
That's like his thing.
I know, but it's very loud in my ears.
Turn the volume down.
No, because then I can't hear John. He's quiet by nature.
Yeah, and remember, Sky Tuati, turn it up.
Yeah, it's true. So we had the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, of course, consisting of Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella, with James Ellsworth in her corner.
No, it's Jamila Ellsworth. Which we'll be getting to at the end of the this match here. I
really should have said he doesn't get loud, he stay loud. That would have been better.
There you go.
In line with the last match.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
But yes, I have something to read after said results here.
Okay.
He's prepared an official state. I don't know.
Yes. And you prepared an official statement about who now?
It's not well, it is an official statement because it comes from an official source, but yes.
Okay.
But continue.
Yes. Who is that about again?
Jamila Ellsworth.
My name is Jamila.
You know what? I'm not clever enough, so insert Firebringer joke here.
That's where I got the name from.
Anyway, so we open up the match here. And Tamina starts off by decking everybody in the ring and clearing some house, demonstrating some power. Charlotte comes back in and lays people out, and the two of them go at it. The other ladies come in and out, moves are hit, ladders are used. I'm not going to read every fucking thing because it's not worth it because you know what a Money in the Bank ladder match is.
It's actually a pretty damn good match.
It was an excellent match. The ladies did a great job. There was some tug of wars on ladders, double teaming with ladders, climbing, boots to the face, people falling down. Much things.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Things, explosion, excitement.
Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see.
Yes.
So anyway, Charlotte ramps me into a ladder from behind, stomps on Natalia on another ladder. Just everywhere. We come to near the end of the match with a bit of controversy as Becky Lynch powerbombs Carmella off the ladder in the center of the ring and then begins climbing. But as she does so, she is pushed off the ladder, or should say the ladder is pushed over and Becky thereby knocked off it by James Ellsworth. He attempts to help Carmella up to her feet so she can climb the ladder, but after the powerbomb, she's in no condition to stand, let alone climb a ladder. So Ellsworth, having to debate his options here, begins scaling the ladder himself. And I'm going to emphasize this here, to a yes chant.
Mm-hmm.
He proceeds to climb to the top of the ladder, and he unhooks the briefcase. And he then proceeds to drop it down to Carmella, who is sitting on the mat at the base of the ladder, who catches it. And as soon as she does, the bell rings. Several referees outside the ring look rather confused about this, including Charles Robinson and Rudy Charles. However, as they're arguing, James Ellsworth just pushes past all three, grabs a microphone, and announces Carmella as the winner and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
Which I point out he has no authority to do that. So, yeah.
She's so fabulous.
No.
So your winner, Carmella. Applause.
For now.
Well, that's Saturday.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and award some points for this match.
Indeed.
Surprisingly, not a lot of moves because most of the match consisted of ladder shots.
So everyone's just going to get the ladder points.
Yeah, everybody's going to get some weapon points, of course. But there are some moves to be had. Except by poor Becky Lynch.
Sucks to be you.
You would think she would have hit one exploder out of a ladder, but apparently that was too much to ask.
I would have thought a lot of things. WWE booking and I don't apparently see eye to eye.
Apparently not.
Of course not. You're the Big Show.
It's true.
Well, you know what the WWE creative team is, and I bet you could spell it out for them.
I approve.
I heavily feel like the entire point of setting that up 2 weeks ago is that Big Show's going to take over as Enzo's big partner that beats people up for him. Because I don't once the Cass feud is over, I mean, because I quite frankly don't see Enzo having a career without Cass unless he has somebody else joining him as a big tag team partner.
Yeah.
So would that fall into what Big Show qualified as complete and utter shit? And why the fuck are we doing this?
Probably.
Okay, just wanted to get that out there.
Anyway. So we're just going to award points in no particular order, except for saving Carmella for last, because she is, of course, the victor. We'll start with Becky, who has no moves. We'll make this easy. So let's see. Our base for this match is going to be 8 points for competing, 3 for a specialty is 11, and 3 for ladder weapon shots is 14 points is our base for this match. So Charlotte will get 14, and 2 moves is 16 points to Charlotte. Woo. Nine. 209. All right. And by the way, speaking of Charlotte, completely unrelated, given who we know is in the building because he showed up during the main event, as soon as Ellsworth started screwing around, how did he not go down and start chopping the shit out of him?
Yeah.
Didn't she kick him out last time they were together?
She did, but
No, he should have. It makes no sense, but I'm just saying that, like, that's the best I could come up with is, well, she did yell at him last time and said she didn't.
she did. But it's his daughter. A good father would help her anyway.
Yeah, so that's what
I don't know. It
that's
was
what I was
Father's Day. He shouldn't have to do anything. I mean,
That's what I was thinking. How the hell did Flair just come in and be like, no, I'm the dirtiest player in the game, you son of a bitch. Woo!
Chop, throws him down. Flair throws
But
his
then
jacket
again-
off. Throws his jacket off. Starts elbow dropping on ladders.
But then again, WWE did book Flair to be a complete fucking pansy that night, as we'll see later on.
True, but that was the point.
Did you see that? Did you see or hear about that part, John, where he was a complete fucking pansy?
no.
We'll get there later.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on. Next up, we'll go with let's see. I was going to start with Becky, but I ended up starting with Charlotte. So whatever, we'll just go in my order. So Becky is just going to get the base 14 because she didn't do fuck all else. So I'll put her at 116. And then we're going to head up to Natalya. Has 2 moves. Is 16 points Natalya. Natalya.
Dude, that's what should have happened. That would have been awesome.
198. What's that?
Surprise guest. As Ellsworth looks up and he grins and he's about to climb the ladder, you just hear, damn, and Bret Hart just comes up, he's like, I don't think so.
They're not even in Canada.
I know, but he could have come out Father's Day, right? Well, the uncle, but still close enough. It's not like fucking Jim Neidhart's going to show up. Although that would have been completely fucking random and out of nowhere. The animal just comes out. He's like, I don't think so. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And it's more effective because unlike Bret, the Anvil isn't a crippled old man.
Yeah, but Bret would just grab Ellsworth by the legs, slam him onto his back, and fucking sharpshooter his ass.
Yeah.
Because let's not forget, that is the move that Natalya uses. So from a move standpoint, it makes more sense for Bret to be the one to be out there.
This is true. There is logic in what you say.
And despite the fact that he's half crippled, he could still do a sharpshooter better than anyone in the fucking business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Moving along, we're going to go with Tamina next.
Yep. Or just for shits and giggles, oh, Sean, you think I'm cute.
That would have been random as hell.
I know I'm sexy. Well, Ellsworth uses the no chin music.
True. Anyway.
And Sean would be there because he does the training in the center.
Anyway, Tamina's getting 17.
Mm-hmm.
47. And then 3 is 155. All right. And lastly is Carmella.
Indeed.
So let's see how nice juice boost of points Carmella's going to get here. Let's see. Carmella is going to get 30 points for running a pay-per-view match. 10 for that being a specialty match.
Mm-hmm.
Is 40. She is going to get the standard 14 is 54. And 1 move is 55 points to Carmella.
Fair enough.
Puts her at 185.
I don't know. Well, now that then you gave Ellsworth his interference points.
Yes, James Ellsworth will get interference points.
Oh, he doesn't get match victory?
He does not.
He totally won that.
He should also get accompaniment points because he came down with Carmella.
Well, what the hell just happened?
I don't know what the hell just happened.
There you
Just
go.
no,
Okay.
it was fine. It was fine. I know we give OMG. Do we give WTF points for what? No.
We just give an annual award for that.
No.
You know, with how often it's been happening recently, maybe we should start awarding WTF points.
We could. But anyway, so Carmella is the winner. Oh, and yeah, you said Ellsworth got a accompaniment also. Valid point.
Yes.
That's
Now,
283. Okay.
short reading.
Uh-oh.
From the most official source you can possibly, well, second most official source you could possibly get in WWE. For the man with the 3 H's. Talking to Sky Sports in the last day or two, whatever, they were talking about the pay-per-view and stuff. And here is what the man upstairs had to say. I wasn't there, but it doesn't seem right, does it? Although we are still trying to 100% confirm that James Ellsworth is 100% a man. So yes, you heard it from Triple H, folks. Even WWE doesn't know the actual gender of James Ellsworth. But I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, okay, that's hilarious. Good work, Triple H.
That is quite good.
And that is why Triple H is the man.
Pretty much.
Sorry, Seth.
Well, ouch. Damn. Shots fired. Anyway. If I were you, I wouldn't piss him off. We've clearly demonstrated he has no qualms about destroying and burning a building full of priceless WWE memorabilia.
That's okay. We're about to make up all of that once we come out with our song.
Hopefully. Anyway, so we're gonna follow this up. We have a mid-break interview where Lana talks about crushing Naomi last week and how she's gonna do it again tonight. Promo to Lana. Indeed. That's 26. All right.
Lana Manchka. Lana Crash.
Pretty much. And it's time for a tag team match playoff, specifically for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos defending against the New Day. Will he reside in the Uso Penitentiary or the New Day's playground? Also, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that, although obviously this feud is probably going to continue, I'm surprised the New Day have yet to come out with a shirt that says Day One Booty.
Booty-ish.
Booty-ish.
Yeah, booty-ish.
Booty-ish. Well, anyway, Big E and Kofi are wrestling for the New Day. Xavier is at ringside with Francesca 3. Or is it still Francesca 2? I lost track.
I think it's 3 now.
Yes. Francesca
We'll go
3.
with 3.
Indeed. Maybe if Raw and SmackDown ever cross over again, Francesca 3 can get with William III. So this is a good back and forth match between these two excellent tag teams. There's some high flying. There's some not so high flying. Double teaming, craziness, interference by Xavier Woods.
Yep.
The usual insanity. I think there was interference from Xavier Woods. I could be wrong. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I guess there was not interference by Xavier Woods. Oh, no, Xavier gets in the apron and plays trauma over distraction. Okay, I was right. Fair enough. Well, at any rate, great back and forth match. And when we get to the end, apparently the Usos knew they couldn't win and decided, fuck this, we're leaving. And they chose, after Jimmy pulled Jay out of the ring to avoid a pinfall off of a midnight hour, they went and got their belts and just climbed over the barricade and just left and got themselves counted out. Champion's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So your winner's the New Day, but still your champ's the Usos. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the Usos first, given that they technically lost the match.
Yep.
So let's see. This is a regular tag team match. So 8 points. And Jay's going to get 1 point for a move is 9. And 15 from a title for a tag title retention is 24 points to Jay. That puts him at 204. And then Jimmy had 4 move points. So he's going to get the standard 8 plus 4 is 12. And the 15 for the title retention is 28 points.
Jama.
No, wait. 27 points. 77. And 7 is 185.
Jama.
Yes. Then we go to the New Day. Xavier Woods is New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
Ish.
Dive.
Oh, did you see that sign? I can't remember if it was at the pay-per-view or was that Smack. No, it was at the pay-per-view because I didn't really watch SmackDown. You see that Randy Orton sign someone made? It said ... RKO. So that was an awesome sign. I want that in the next game. ... RKO.
There you go. So anyway, Xavier's going to get 11 points for accompaniment and interference. That's 11 points to Xavier. Is 102. Excuse me. And then let's see. Let me just verify here because I believe. Let's see. Where's my? Where was the last? Okay, so Kofi was a legal man. So Kofi technically will get the quote-unquote victory points.
But are there victory points for, like, intentional countout?
Yes, a countout win nets you 10 points.
Yeah, but don't we don't have something different for intentional countout, like by them just leaving as opposed to actually being counted out?
No, they actually were counted out.
They were, but they were counted out because they left, not because they were knocked out and couldn't answer the 10 count.
No,
I don't know about you, but I feel there should be a difference. But
well, that's why there is. That's why instead of a full, what would be in a pay-per-view setting 30 points for a victory, they're only getting 10. But that does remind me, as I look at the sheet here, the Usos lose 4 points each for getting themselves counted out.
No, well, that's great.
I forgot about that. So that's
Fuck you.
Going to knock Jay back to 199. And that's going to knock Jimmy back to 180. Wait, hang on. What did I just do? Go back.
I don't know, John. What do you think? Do you think there should be a distinction between the victorious team actually getting the opposing team counted out versus the opposing team getting themselves counted out?
There is. They get less points for getting a count of victory, and the other team still fucking gets nothing for losing.
Well, in this case, they get half points because it's 8 for competing. They lose 4, so they're technically get half their competition points.
But do they lose 4 if they get counted out, period, or if it's an intentional count out?
Intentional count out.
So it's the losing team loses points, but the winning team doesn't. Okay, well, I don't know if I agree with that, but fair enough.
Given how incredibly rare it is that somebody will try to win a match by intentionally getting their opponent counted out.
No, people win by count out all the time. It's the more uncommon one is the heel team intentionally getting themselves counted out, where they'll like leave. Because more often than not, they'll try to do that, and the face will just toss them back in the ring.
That's what they should do.
Well, anyway, Regardless, the rule is that a count out win, regardless of whether intentional or not, is you get reduced points because it's a count out.
Fair enough.
So therefore, what's going to happen here? Friggin' Usos. What the hell am I?
Hey,
Here
you
we
made
go.
out better than I did. Fuck you.
Yeah. Not really. I'm only getting 10 each for these guys. You're getting 15 because they got title retention. So, we'll do Big E first. I guess Big E
Technically, aren't I getting 11 because of the -4?
Depends on if you're taking it out of the title retention or the competition.
Oh yeah, there's the competition points. I didn't think about that. Fair enough.
So, Big E is going to get the standard 8 points for competing, 10 for the count-out win. I don't know, should we just give it to Kofi since he was a legal man, or give it to both since the, kind of team effort? I don't know. What do you think?
To Kofi's fine, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then Big E is going to get 8 points for competing and 4 for moves. Is 12 points to Big E.
Wait, did the Usos get any move points?
Yes, I awarded them.
Okay.
Is 82 to the deputy.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. And then Kofi is going to get the 10 for a win. The 8 for competing is 18. And 3 moves is 21 points to Kofi. Yeah, 75. But on a related note, the New Day gets promo for their pre-match promo. So that's 5. That's 87 for Big E. That puts Kofi at 80. And that puts Xavier at 107. All right. Rolling along. Related note, the attendance for the Scott Trade Center was 15,392. And then we move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship match of Naomi versus Lana. Which, Lana was impressive.
She was indeed. I was like, wow.
Lana can indeed wrestle.
Yes, she can.
Props to her. Good back and forth match between these ladies. Until Carmella's music hit, and she and James Ellsworth came out to the ringside area. And
With a ref.
With a ref, teasing a cash-in. Only to decide against this as Lana was distracted and got herself tapped out by Naomi's submission hold. And as Naomi challenged Carmella to cash it in and get in the ring, she decided not to do that. So, Carmella and Ellsworth are going to get an interference on that. Are they?
Yes. Am I the only one surprised that Lana's submission hold wasn't the accolade?
Yeah.
Lana needs to crush.
Yeah, well. It is her submission according to Wikipedia. I will tell you that.
Because that's not the move she used at the pay-per-view.
Fair enough.
Maybe she only uses it when she's going to win.
So anyway, I guess Carmella and Ellsworth will get interference on that. So, Carmella at 6 puts her at 191, and James Ellsworth, 92. Alrighty. And then for the match proper, Lana lost, so Lana's going to get 8 points for competing, and 4 for moves is 12 points to Lana. is 38. And then Naomi won the match. So Naomi is going to get 30 points for winning the match. She's going to get 25 for a women's title retention. It's 55. She's going to get 5 points for moves. It is 60. And 8 points for competing in the match is 68 points to Naomi. Wait, let's see. 68 puts Naomi at 257. There we go. All right. So following that, we cut to the Miami Vice themed edition of the Fashion Files.
Did you see this, John? The Fashion Vice.
Unfortunately.
This is awesome.
It's Fashion Vice.
And you would have appreciated this because it opens with Fandango on one of those 80s cell phones, the big tall ones. And on the side of it, it says, property of Paul E.
And Fandango was wearing the white suit and pink shirt, and Breeze had a similar white suit with a turquoise shirt.
Nice.
And they were in their office when they found a VHS tape, and Fandango had to explain to Breeze what that was. and they put it in one of those old school TVs with a built-in VCR on the bottom.
Wow.
The ones that like every kid had in their bedroom in the early 90s.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, mid 90s. And they watched and two figures in shadow say that they're the one that trashed their office and assaulted them last week. And if they'd like to do something about it, they can meet them in the ring tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
We then have some surprise returns. We're going to have to do a little bit of drafting here.
Indeed. Did you hear about this one, Sean?
No, I don't think so.
Well, a surprise return.
A surprise return. We are joined on the stage by none other than the First Lady. Not the literal First Lady, but the self-dubbed First Lady of the WWE, Maria Kanellis.
And Kurt Hawkins look-alike.
Yes. And the Kurt Hawkins look-alike who...
and Kurt Kanellis, no.
And she said that she left to try to find and spent 7 years looking for the perfect partner, and she found Mike Kanellis, who, yes, he took her name.
I love JBL pointed that out. He's like, he took her name.
Yep. And they talk about they're to educate everyone on SmackDown about love. There are hearts all over the stage and hearts all over the Titantron, and they kiss, and the music plays, and they head out.
To which I say, Maria, you left the Bullet Club for this? Really? You left Japan for this?
She did.
I'm sure AJ is saying the same thing. Like, really, hon? You left for this?
Yeah.
Darling, you got screwed.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who was wishing this was a Raw pay-per-view so the Drifter, Elias Sampson, would just come in and interrupt it?
That would have been funny.
And then Mike just makes out with him.
There you go. It was also kind of hilarious because Maria got one of the largest pops of the night and continued to get it, and Mike continually got booed.
Yeah.
He's not from here. Boo.
No, he's not.
Pretty much.
Maria's looking good.
Indeed. So that was a thing that happened.
So we're going to need to do, like you said, some drafting at the end of this.
Yep.
I assume they come as a package item.
I would think so.
That would make sense to me. And to be honest, though, if AJ was telling her about staying in Japan, pretty sure he had to be thinking the same thing a couple of weeks ago when he got jobbed to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, but at least his gimmick is basically AJ Styles. It's not going to turn you into the poor man's Great Khali.
Huh.
That might be one of the worst gimmicks ever.
It might be, but you can get past it.
The love cam, the kiss cam, Holly kiss cam.
I take the opportunity to remind everyone, in case we got that very early on, Jinder Mahal's first gimmick was as the Great Khali's brother.
He's come so far.
So if they ever decide to move into the territory of Lovania, then bam, Mike's gonna get a title shot. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, I feel like the worst gimmick might be Discount or Poor Man's $1 Million Man. Be like, I'm the $100 man. Like
Ted DiBiase Jr.?
No, like worse than that. Like the $100 man. Like that just would be fucking awful.
Well, no, I think Mike already has the worst gimmick ever because he's Discount Kurt Hawkins.
But he has like a wife out there, so maybe Kurt Hawkins is the Discount Mike Kanellis.
Oh, that's an interesting point. I didn't think about that.
I was going to say Mike is infinitely better just by having Maria because that just guarantees he's going to have screen time, which is more than Kurt Hawkins could say.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins is the one that said, I left Japan for this. That's what he should be saying. I mean, in Japan, you should just say it anyway.
Yes.
Also, please make that a shirt. I left Japan for this.
Yeah.
That should be what Carl Anderson is saying.
Yeah. Probably getting paid more though.
Yeah.
If anything, Kurt Hawkins should be saying to himself, "How can I get back in Zach's good graces, join the Hype Bros, and make us rival the New Day?"
Yes.
We'll talk to Big Daddy Edge.
There you go. Anyway, so the announcer showed a Twitter post from Shane saying he's not happy about the outcome of the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
I believe they showed the Twitter post from Brian first. I think he tweeted first.
Well, whatever. They showed tweets about Happy Heel.
Yeah, basically, Brian was like, "Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm coming back on Tuesday. Shit's gonna go down."
All right.
To which Shane tweeted and said, "I agree, except I'm not going to be there because I'm a McMahon. Bye."
Yeah.
I'm so infuriated by this. I will eventually show up and say something about it.
I will show up via telephone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw Mike and Maria down here. We'll draft them on Saturday.
All right.
Was that Johnny Ocean down there?
That was Johnny Ocean down there.
Damn, get four more. You get Captain Planet and shit.
I know.
Their heart. No, their heart. Damn, I've got this figured out.
Ooh.
Yeah, you already have Monty. You have Mike Kanellis.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You have Linka. We have Lana.
Yeah. There, Linka.
Yeah, that'd be about
shit.
right.
Gail Kim return. You heard it here first.
Fuck that, Asuka.
Yeah, I was going to say, just call him Asuka.
I wouldn't tell her she's water. She'll fucking kill you.
Be like water.
She's like, I'm all elements. Fuck you. That's a lot of English. I'm sorry.
By your powers combined. Rapaldo! Do, 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 do.
Yes.
Pretty much.
What? I hope he was that one year for Halloween. Just John Cena painted up. Like Captain Planet.
So there's only two questions. Number one, can we get Sheamus to play Wheeler? And number two, which member of the New Day does the best African accent?
If you're looking for Kwame, it has to be Big E.
Fair enough.
I want that too, even though I feel like Kofi might do a better accent. I don't know. But
he might be able to do a better accent, but he's proven he can't hold that accent.
But isn't he from West Africa? But
he's from Ghana, for God's sake.
But I want Big E because I feel Big E would be so fucking funny in that role. It'd be worth just watching that.
That's true.
Yes.
Earth, it ain't booty.
Yes. John, we're going to need a sketch of this for next week.
Or here you go.
Man, I should do that.
Yeah. Debuting on the main roster off of 205 Live, Earth can't handle this, can't handle this.
Can you handle Earth? Can you handle Earth?
Can you handle Earth?
Admit it,
Yeah.
he'd make a good Kwame.
He would do good. He would do good. Anyway,
I tried Photoshop on my computer upstairs.
perfect.
This would get done, and it'd be really awful and funny.
Yes.
But worth
Amazing.
it.
So perfect.
Oh my God, we're gonna. Oh Jesus Christ! In 2K18, we're gonna have to make a stable called the Planeteers and put them all in it.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
you know
probably.
they're all gonna be in the game. Well, except for maybe Mike Kanellis, but we can find someone else to replace him.
It'll work.
Hawkins.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one will know.
True.
Wow, you put Mike Kanellis in the game? I did.
Well, technically, you could just take Kurt Hawkins and use the clone feature thing and just make Mike Kanellis off of him. Since you could do that now in the games.
That would also work. So anywho, I put the promo points down there. So next, we have a promo video for Jinder Mahal's title defense, which is fair enough. And then we go to ringside where the following WWE legends are in the front row. Greg Gagne, father of Mr. Perfect, Larry the Axe Hennig, the grandfather of Curtis Axel, of course. Master of the Claw, Baron von Raschke.
Ooh, the claw, the claw.
Of course, the multi-time world champ, Sergeant Slaughter. St. Louis's own Cowboy Bob Orton. And the 16-time world champ, the only two-time Hall of Famer in WWE history, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Woo!
Oh, the pansy, Ric Flair. Like, seriously, with that lineup, how the fuck did they get away with what they got away with? That's bullshit.
Yeah, well. So, they get a standing ovation from the crowd, and JBL informs us that the great Harley Race was going to be here too, but as was noted in our news a couple weeks ago, he broke both his legs, so he's recovering from that. We wish him a speedy recovery. And we have ourselves a WWE Championship match, Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers defending against Randy Orton in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri.
Which was actually a pretty good match.
It was. So there's some back and forth. Orton goes for an RKO right off the bat. Jinder counters it. The two go back and forth for a while. The Singh brothers get involved with some distractions. Jinder starts targeting Randy Orton's knee and using that as his point of control for the match. And as we started going through the match, there was a point where Jinder started pointing at the legends of the audience and then hitting Randy with their moves. He pointed at Ric Flair and put him in a figure four. At one point, he pointed at Cowboy Bob and went to do a superplex, but Orton countered it and he hit the superplex instead. And the two kept going at it, back and forth, back and forth. And finally, after Orton took control, another power slam, and Jinder rolled out. As Orton went out there and DDT Jinder off the middle rope through the ropes, he hit an RKO, but the Singh brothers broke it up, and Orton lost his shit. So Orton decided the hell with this. He went outside the ring. He pleaded with the ref not to call for a DQ, so the ref just ejected the Singh brothers instead, or attempted to. They instead start getting in the faces of the legends at ringside, specifically harassing and putting their hands on Cowboy Bob Orton. This pisses Randy Orton off.
Yeah, which at this point, as I pointed out, okay, number one, Ric Flair is sitting next to him. How he doesn't just start chopping the crap out of them, I don't know. Number two, he's flanked on the other side by Sergeant fucking Slaughter. How does the Cobra Clutch not immediately applied? Come on. What the fuck?
Better question, if Jinder Mahal was throwing out Legends moves, how did he point at Slaughter and use a Cobra Clutch when that's also his move?
Point.
You've never done Move Thief on the person whose finisher you already had?
That's true, that's true.
I've done that just because it's like, yeah, I stole his version of that move.
Yeah.
Looks around shadily.
Well, I'm sitting there thinking, you bring two legends that can actually still wrestle and have them do fucking nothing. You're just like,
I'd love to see Von Roschke claw one of the fuckers.
He looked really fucking old, though. I don't know if he could still do it.
He did, but you know, you have to realize that's the beauty of the WWE is an old guy can do anything as long as the young guy sells it.
This is true.
Yeah.
All he had to do was put his hand on his stomach, and all the Singh just had to start going ah, and it would have been believable.
Yeah, they should have had the legend to start beating up the Singh brothers. That would have been amazing.
That would have been good. Well, the Singh brothers did get their comeuppance because Randy Orton came out and unleashed the wrath of hell upon them.
He went legend killer on them and killed their legends before it even began.
He beat them down around the ringside. He suplexed one of them onto an announce table. He then RKO'd that same one on the floor at ringside. Put the other Singh brother.
That was Samir, I believe. What are the two names? Samir and who? Scroll down.
That's Samir and frickin' where's the other one? Samir and Sunil.
Sunil. No, I think that one was Sunil because they did mention by first name the one that got RKO'd on the ground. I think that was Sunil.
Okay.
We have to go back and look at that footage.
Gotcha. So Sunil got RKO'd on the ground. Orton then threw Samir onto the announce table. And Orton then got onto the other announce table.
And proceeded to meme the audience.
And proceeded to meme RKO him through the announce table.
Now, it actually looked pretty nice, too, because he actually ran off one announce table, jumped in the air, and then RKO'd him through the announcer table he had him set up on. But the way he did it, because he was jumping off the table, he had to actually lift his legs to get enough height so he wouldn't fuck up the RKO. And so it looks like the meme version of the RKO where they actually rotate Orton's body and have him fly in out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So he literally meme RKO'd him through the table. Mm-hmm. So he kind of did the internet's job for them.
Yep. Orton then got back in the ring, but Jinder immediately kicked him in the bad knee and then followed up with the Colossus and retained the WWE Championship.
I still don't like the name of that move.
The Colossus. That's a great name.
Not really, but okay.
That's a great name. For him, it works. The Colossus.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you look up which Singh brother is which while I score the other two.
Fair enough. And I assume Orton's going to get many, many OMGs for all the shit he pulled.
He's going to get an OMG for the table spot. That's the only thing he deserves it for. So, we'll start off with Randy Orton then. What the hell? So Randy Orton is going to get 8 points for competing and 7 for moves. That's 15. And 5 for the table spot is 20. 20 points, Randy Orton. Gonna put him at 251. And then Jinder Mahal is gonna get a fuck ton of points. And I mean a fuck ton. Because holy shit, let's see. Jinder Mahal, well, not as much, it's still a lot. Let's see, Jinder Mahal's gonna get 30 points for winning the match. 25 for retaining the belt. That's 55. He's going to get 8 for competing. That's 63. And he's going to get 6 move points. Is 69 points to Jinder Mahal. Damn. Not as much as if he'd won the belt, but still a lot of points. No, wait a minute. That puts Jinder Mahal at 428. Oh, stop jumping around. The fuck did he go? Dead tied with Alexa Bliss in first place.
Oh.
Who's dead tied?
Jinder and Alexa in first place. So I'm waiting on the Singh brothers.
Reviewing the footage. Give me a sec.
Review faster.
Yeah, Sunil's the one that got RKO'd on the ground.
Fair enough.
And also, hilariously, and I think John will appreciate this, when he remember how Jim mentioned that Orton back body dropped Sunil onto the table?
Mm-hmm.
That was incorrect. He threw Sunil onto the table.
Mm.
Yeah.
He went for the back body drop and was like, "Fuck it, you're trash." It just boom, tossed him.
I didn't say back body drop. I said back suplex.
Oh, it was a back suplex, but yeah, he tossed him. He didn't drop him. He actually tossed him.
Fair enough.
Like he was tossing out the trash. He's like, "Fuck you."
Also, it occurs to me, it really doesn't matter which one is which because they're both getting the same interference points anyway.
Fair enough. I just thought I'd mention that because now we know which one is which. If you look at the footage, you can actually tell which one is which now. Sunil.
I'm not looking at the footage. That's not going to help me. So that's going to be 6 interference. Well, how many minute interference? So it's 11. So that's 99 for each of the Singh brothers. 99.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do they get extra heel points for daring to put their hands on a legend?
No, sorry. That's a no. All right. So following that championship match, we had a little break, a little breather for a tag team match as the Fashion Vice police came out to the ring. And as they came to the ring, they discovered that the identity of the tag team in the videotape is none other than the Ascension.
The Ascension needed something to do.
Yeah.
And by needing something to do, I mean making the Fashion Vice look good.
Yeah, pretty much. The Ascension double-teamed Breeze early, and Victor hit him with a flying knee, got a 2 count off it. But Fandango got a tag, dropped Connor with a spinning heel kick, took Victor off the apron, turned around the native spine buster from Connor for a 2 count. But as Victor was tagging in, Fandango rolled him up for a small package win. So the Ascension lost. So Connor didn't do shit, so Connor's going to get 8 points for showing up.
Thank you. Please don't come again.
49. No, he was in the last match. And then Victor did have 1 move, so Victor's going to get 9 points. Because he had that knee to the face.
You're totally going to take Mahal's entrance in 2K18, aren't you?
Why would I do that?
I thought you liked his entrance.
It's a cool entrance, but I don't know if I would take it.
You wouldn't want the red carpet rolled out for you?
No, if anything, I'd want fire rolled out for me, but I don't know if we could do that. If they give us a custom entrance and the stage is customizable and they give us that effect, I will use the effect, just not the image with it.
Ah.
Because imagine if I walk out, the flames are coming up on the stage as I'm walking forward. I stop and pause at the top. I throw the arms up into. I pause. I turn around. The fire follows me. I turn around into the Jericho pose. Kick off. Flame explosion. The Titantron lights up in flame with my name on it, and then fire follows me down the ramp.
That would be cool.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Tyler Breeze also did fuck all, but he was on the winning team, so he's going to get 15 points for that. And he's going to get 8 for being in the match, so 23 points to Tyler Breeze. And then Fandango won the match, so he's going to get 30 points. And he's going to get 8 for competing his 38. And he's going to get 1 for his move, his 39 points to Fandango.
Cha, 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 la, la, cha, cha.
That's 49. And 4 is 253. And then lastly, but certainly never leastly, we have the Money in the Bank ladder match.
John, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You got ass raped in this match.
No, I picked the winner. What are you talking about?
He did. He picked the winner.
And too bad you don't have the winner.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say that. I just said I picked it.
Well, in all fairness, though, let's look at the odds here, though. I only had one guy in the match. He had 2. You had 3. The odds were in your favor.
True, but I wasn't expecting the ass raping of Shinsuke Nakamura.
I wouldn't have either, but WWE's like, oh, were you in NXT? Well, we don't give a shit. Fucking buried. It's the only I think that's the only reason AJ has survived.
Because he skipped NXT?
Yeah.
I don't know. Samoa Joe is the #1 contender.
Yeah, he's going to beat up Brock Lesnar.
He should, but he's not going to.
Yeah, he should.
So a lot of crazy stuff going on in this match. A lot of insanity.
And to be fair, Samoa Joe did like nothing for the first several months after he came up. He like beat up Seth Rollins and didn't even have matches and shit.
Well, that wasn't his fault that Seth Rollins went and got himself injured at the beginning of the feud. Because when he first debuted, they were building up to him versus Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins went and got injured, and they're like, fuck, what do we do with Joe?
Yep.
Kind of not his fault.
Oh, he would have jobbed to Rollins. It's okay.
Probably, but at least he would have had something to do.
Yeah.
I think he's in a better spot now, though. So, thank you, Rollins.
Anyway, so let's see what happened here.
A clusterfuck happened.
Well, yes, but besides that, we're actually going to go through this whole thing because we're going to need to keep a running tally of OMG moves.
You do that.
All right. So with a promo, first of all the guys come to the ring, but as Nakamura's coming out, Baron Corbin jumps in from behind and beats the shit out of him on the ramp, including slamming on the ramp several times and then hitting him with a ladder a bunch of times, and then snatches a camera from a camera guy and smacks Shinsuke in the back of the head with it. So Nakamura is escorted off the stage by referees and medical officials.
And Baron Corbin gets out of match assault and assault with weapons.
He does. Well, he was gonna get weapon points anyway.
Yeah, because that was before the match. The bell didn't ring until after Baron Corbin got in the ring.
Correct.
So that's out of match assault.
Fair enough. So, that's 7 points. We'll just do that now. That's 7 points to Corbin. I'll just do that now before I forget.
Baron Corbin.
Corbin sucks.
Yes, he does, but I don't care. Baron Corbin.
Corbin sucks. Anyway, so following this, the guys in the ring all beat each other up. Action spilling out to ringside. Sami Zayn with a suicide dive. Ziggler and Corbin team up for all of about 2 seconds until to hit AJ Styles with a ladder until Ziggler tries to strike a partnership and Corbin punches him in the face. Corbin throws a ladder in the ring, but Ziggler hits him with a super kick. They go out in the ring for a little while. He manages to snatch Ziggler off the apron and hit him with a deep 6.
Keep the tally going.
Ziggler dropped AJ. I'm sorry. The deep 6 off a ladder is not an OMG.
No, it's a signature, though.
I know, but I already have the signature move to move tally done.
Mm.
It's just the OMG tally we have to do.
That's not an OMG unless he literally does it off the ladder.
Yeah, no, he was on the ground but grabbed him who was on the ladder and hit him with a deep 6.
That does not count.
Owen super kicked AJ, started beating him up for a while. Used the ladder to knock Corbin and Ziggler to the floor. AJ had Owens crashing down onto a ladder with a drop toe hold. AJ tries to follow up with a Styles Clash, but Owens is too fat and he can't pick him up. So he dumps AJ to the outside, drops Sammy. Sets his sights at ringside, but Zayn grabs him in the ring and throws him down on a ladder. The crowd reacted to something off camera. Lord only knows what that was.
Twin magic.
Sure. Why not?
He cast Mordenkainen's magical watchdog.
Yes. So, match keeps rolling on. Ziggler comes in and drops Zayn. Throws Zayn into a ladder. Climbs another ladder, but gets stopped by Zayn. Ziggler hits him with a super kick. He goes for another, but Zayn reverses into a blue thunder bomb. Corbin drops Zayn, then AJ kicks Corbin, elbows in the face. They climb the ladder and fight at the top. Corbin falls onto his feet, and Ziggler climbs ahead of him, over top of him. He punches AJ down, then Corbin pulls Ziggler down. Then Ziggler pulls him off with a zigzag, jumping into the air and zigzagging him from the middle of the ladder. They take out Styles and climb to the top. Sammy hits a sunset flip powerbomb on Ziggler off the top of the ladder.
Taking notes, Rollins. That's how you do a sunset flip powerbomb without blowing out your knee.
Yeah.
The only note Rollins should take is no more power bombs.
Pretty much.
Just stop it, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other ones. You can have 1,003, just not power bomb.
Yeah. Sammy with a sunset flip off a ladder, OMG?
No, I don't think so. Would not classify that as an OMG.
Okay.
Well, it's not like a signature or a finisher. It's just a move.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Moving along.
Like if he Aluva kicked someone off a ladder, yes.
Can you do that? That requires running.
Well, it would be a standing Aluva. He just come down and just kick him in the face.
He could run up a ladder and hit him with that.
He could do that.
Anyway.
That would definitely be an OMG.
Benjamin ran up a ladder to haluva kick a guy. I'd give him all the OMG. I'd be like, fuck it, we're done. Like, that's it.
Pretty much. Or like if you blew thunder bomb someone off a ladder, I'd give him the OMG for that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. So let's see what else is going on here.
Sammy should have dove like through the ladder and DDT'd someone.
That would have been cool.
Dive.
Because he hasn't pulled out that move in a long time.
He hasn't. But the problem is, in order to be safe and ensure that he would not get potentially stuck in the ladder, they would have to use Big Show's ladder.
Well, he could just dive through the sides instead of the rungs. Just dive over the
Oh, yeah, that would work. Which apparently, by the way, are very strong considering a 250-pound man stood on one and it didn't break.
Yes, but you have to remember, he's phenomenal.
True. Anyway.
Yes.
So Owens climbs to the top rope with his sights set on his opponents at ringside, but no, wait, we already did that part. Too far back. Owens pulls Zayn out of the ring and goes for a power bomb, but Zayn gets out of it. Owens and Zayn go up to the apron, where Zayn hits a big boot to the face, which I'm qualifying as a haluva kick for purposes of finishers.
That was a haluva kick. I believe that's what they said it was.
Okay. Zayn then followed up with a half Nelson suplex that dropped Owens on his neck on the ring apron.
Yeah, I think Zayn kind of fucked that up.
Either way, that's a fucking OMG. You're not telling me the other one.
I'm surprised Owens didn't get draws off of that. That looked like that's not how it was supposed to happen.
Probably not. So Zayn went the ladder, but AJ came flying out of nowhere and Phenomenal forearmed him off the ladder. That was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Corbin pulled Styles out and slammed him into the announce table a bunch of times. He then put a ladder across the ring steps in the announce table. Styles hit him with a Pele kick. Got on the apron and went for a forearm, but Corbin caught him and chokeslammed AJ onto a ladder.
No, onto said ladder.
Owens then grabs Styles on the apron and goes for a powerbomb, but AJ gets out and gets Owens in the fireman's carry position and slams him with the fireman's carry neckbreaker onto said propped-up ladder, which bends and Owens goes flying onto the floor.
It looks like he FU'd Owens onto the ladder. Like when he did, I was like, wait, did he just FU him? What the hell?
Yes, he did literally attitude adjust him onto the ladder.
Nice.
So not only did he beat up John Cena, but he apparently stole John Cena's moves.
He chased him off the show.
He did. He apparently got his contract burned.
You burnt.
Yes. Anyway, so after all that
Is that an
craziness,
OMG for
AJ Styles, yes,
AJ
it is.
Styles? Okay.
AJ starts climbing and grabs the chain holding onto the chain holding down the ladder, but Ziggler pulls the ladder away, and AJ is holding onto the briefcase, dangling from the air, and tries to unhook the briefcase, but does not succeed, and instead falls crashing to the mat. I feel like that should be an OMG, but I don't know to who.
Styles?
Yeah, I was going to say to Styles for having the intestinal fortitude to actually, the upper body strength to actually, pull himself up to try to unhook the thing.
Yeah, I'll throw it to AJ. What the hell? It's all like you're not going to call the points for the match right anyway, so fuck it. So that happened, but then.
Corbin has to come back in first before he comes back out. Ziggler puts up the ladder and then gets ready, tries to climb it, and Corbin comes in and takes him out. And then he's about to climb the ladder, and that's when Shinsuke comes back.
Correct. So Nakamura hits some kicks and knees on Corbin, nails him with a Bomaye, sends him flying out of the ring. Ziggler,
I would like to point out here also, as they do when Shinsuke was walking down the ramp, they faded his music out so he could fight, but the crowd just continued to sing the theme song.
Yeah.
So basically, Shinsuke got battle music while he was beating the shit out of Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
It was just appropriate considering he's Japanese, so it's very JRPG. What happened?
New challenger.
Yeah, pretty much, or Japanese fighting game. It's kind of awesome. Do 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 do.
Completely unrelated note: Akuma's in Tekken 7. I don't know why, but I hear it's cool.
I know it's weird that people that hate guest characters suddenly like that. Anyway, no, what you do is if you put him coming back to Guile's music, every time he does the Kinshasa, Tiger Knee. I need that in there. Tiger.
Tiger Knee.
Get on it.
Yes. So anyway, Shinsuke beats the crap out of Baron Corbin. Then Ziggler jumps in and he eats a Bomaye and goes down. Actually, he hits a running knee to the face and then a Bomaye. Zayn jumps in and Nakamura hits him with a suplex and then a Bomaye. Then Owens jumps in and he eats Shinsuke goes out to get a ladder and Bomaye's Owens at ringside, but Owens holds onto the ladder and is dragged across the floor as Shinsuke tries to push the ladder in the ring. And following this, he jumps into ring, and AJ comes in and comes face to face with Nakamura across the ladder, and the two of them stare at each other inside the ladder, with a look at it as the crowd goes nuts, with a look at each other's eyes, knowing what must be done, and they collectively from either side pick up the ladder, take 2 steps to the left, set it to the side against the rope, take 2 steps back to the right, step forward face to face, and then begin throwing right hands. And I'm going to throw an OMG to both men for that because that was awesome. Because fuck it.
Yes.
It's my show.
They don't get OMG points. They get epic points.
That too. And then as they were beating each other up, they finally ended up going back up onto the ladder after Nakamura tried to put AJ Styles in a sleeper hold. And because he set up for the Bomaye, but AJ countered him with a forearm to the face. They both went up the ladder, but then Baron Corbin jumped in, flipped the ladder over. They both crashed and burned onto hitting the top rope on the way down. Corbin put the ladder back, climbed up, and took the briefcase for the victory. Baron Corbin.
Are you okay? Basta Wolf!
Basically.
It's a lone wolf joke, son.
It is.
You don't even know what that's from.
I don't.
But John does. John got the reference.
I do. I did.
So
Going
after
old
all
school.
of that, let's score this son bitch.
Score this sumbitch sideways.
Yes. So let's go with the standard here. What do we got? We got 8 points for competing. We got 3 for this being a specialty match is 11. We got 4 for this being the main event is 15. And we got 3 for inherent weapon use is 18 points at a base.
Alrighty.
So we'll go through I'm just going to go through them in the order I have them here, in no particular order. So AJ Styles is going to get the standard 18 points. He's going to get 15 points worth of OMG. He's going to get 9 points worth of moves. It's 42 points to AJ Styles.
Wow.
Puts AJ Styles at 340. 340.
Back into the top 10.
Yes. What? And then what do we got? Kevin Owens is going to get the standard 18. At 4 move points is 22 points to KO.
Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show of selling and selling and selling some more. Because he's the forever beat slut.
Yeah. And then we're going to move on to Shinsuke Nakamura, who's going to get the 18. He's going to get 5 for the OMG. He's going to get 6 moves. 29 points to Shinsuke. And let's see, 40, 50 is 260 for Shinsuke. Oh, excuse me. And next up, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn
Is the standard 18. Plus he's getting 5 for the OMG of trying to kill Kevin Owens. Plus a total of 10 move points. It's 33 points to Sami Zayn.
Well, trying to kill Kevin Owens is about par for the course for Sammy.
True. That's going to put him at 323, by the way, and the top 10.
Wow.
Damn.
All right, next up, we've got Dolph Ziggler,
The Ziggles.
who has the least amount of points in this match.
All right.
He's going to have the 18 plus 3 moves is 21 points.
Here to show the world. He's here to show the world.
98.
Just how much he sucks. Just how much he sucks.
To 18. Okay. And lastly but not leastly, Baron Corbin is going to get 30 points for winning the match. He's going to get 10 for winning a specialty match. He's going to get 9 for being in and winning the main event. Well, no, hang on a minute. Let's do this. 30 for winning the match, 10 for winning a specialty, 5 for winning the main event. He has 4 move points, plus the standard 18 that everybody else has. Is 67 points to Baron Corbin.
Damn.
Wow.
Plus Baron Corbin's existing points. What the hell is he? There we go. That puts Baron Corbin at 312. But not the top 10. So there you have it, folks. Let's take a look at the scores. All right, here we go. Boom. Still in the lead at 58.75 is Team Extreme. Followed at 47.04. The gap widening. for the Certified Valor Club. And at 42.77, Team Apocalypse.
Yeah, well, you'll get a bunch back at Great Balls of Fire.
Not if Joe wins a title.
Come on, realistically, what's the chances of him beating the Beast?
What are the chances of Jinder Mahal being the WWE champion and tied for first place?
Well, given the fact that we knew going into that match that WWE was moving into the Indian market, pretty damn high.
Why do you say things to hurt me, Jim?
Yeah, I meant in general.
Yeah, well. You know, if WWE was trying to invade the TNA market, then maybe having Joe as the champ might make sense.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
I have to abbreviate it. It just won't fit.
Yeah.
And that was, what was the date of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Father's
18th.
Day.
Did you get anything nice for Father's Day, John?
Apparently no points at the pay-per-view, and kids were somewhat quieter. So I guess.
I don't know. Did they get you some adorable handmade gifts?
No.
Oh. Did they at least get you a random game from Japan?
No.
Oh. I'm sad.
It's my gimmick.
I know. All right, we're going to save that. Let's go to the leaderboards.
They need a gimmick in the bank match.
Okay, then.
So you can challenge for gimmicks.
Yes.
That would be random.
You get a Money in the Bank briefcase, but when you cash it in, it's to challenge someone for their gimmick.
All right. And with a nice fat explosion back into the lead, the United States champion and new face of America, Kevin Owens.
Wow.
At 446. Followed in a tie for second place, the Raw Women's champion Alexa Bliss and the WWE champion Jinder Mahal at 428. Followed by the king of the cruiserweight champion Neville at 376. Followed by Samoa Joe at 349. Followed by AJ Styles at 340. A double Austin Aries still holding in there at 331. Followed by Sami Zayn at 323. TJ Perkins, TJP coming in at 319. Rounding out the top 10 is Cesaro at 316. However, just discounting the tie of Alexa and Jinder, if you were, the tie of Akira Tozawa and Seth Rollins would make it into the top 10 at 314, just ahead of the tie between Baron Corbin and Finn Balor at 312.
Yeah. And let's not forget Cesaro, one half of the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions.
Correct.
And damn it, WWE needs to call them Cesaro. It's an awesome name.
Yeah, well.
This is a very interesting landscape.
Save that. It is, very.
That was a weird pay-per-view.
Slightly.
But not a bad pay-per-view.
No. And I don't mind mentioning a spoiler, of course, as a SmackDown, Dana Bryan did invalidate the Money in the Bank match and book a rematch for a week for this coming Tuesday on SmackDown. So,
which is fucking stupid.
We will see what happens there and who the next Miss Money in the Bank will be.
Yeah, so we will be discussing that probably somewhat at length on Saturday because that's fucking retarded.
Well, we'll see. But until then, this has been Money in the Bank.
Indeed.
We'll keep an eye on the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. He's got 1 year to cash in. We'll see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to wait until a face takes the title. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. He'll beat up John Cena.
There you go. Although John Cena may not be staying on SmackDown.
Free agent John Cena coming soon.
He's going to take that title.
Title of free agent, yes.
Yes.
No, he's gonna wait until Joe puts Brock to sleep and they cash in on Brock.
There you go.
He'll wait until Joe puts Brock to sleep, that bash Joe in the face with a briefcase, and then cash in on Brock.
That would be hilarious. And I'd be all for that.
I'm sure you would.
Although I'd much prefer if Samoa Joe won the match, but yeah.
Yeah, well. Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks, this Saturday for the usual shenanigans. Peace.
Bye.